Hello Libra, and welcome to your March 2018 soul story. And it's gonna be exciting because what is he doing? He's biting my hair. He's being a rascal. Let's try again. Welcome Libra to your March 2018 soul story. Not disturbed by someone eating my hair this time. What I'm gonna do is I will look into the past a little bit to see what your driving force will be for March. Then we're going to look at the weaving of your general soul story. Then we're going to look at your work, job, finances, that's what you project outward into the world. And then we're going to look at love and relationships, okay? So stay tuned. And then at the end, I have a soul message for you in the box, riding on the fire dragon. So lots of good stuff going on here in the reading today. For those of you who are new, I'm Natasha, your Empress of Wands. Here to enlighten and inspire you, and you can also work with me one-on-one. If you're curious, there's the email, and in the description box below is a link to my shop that you can check out if you like. And if you like this work, you can hit subscribe as well, so you'll get notified of when videos are coming out. So let's go. Let's get started, Libra. Let's go for it. Let's see what the driving force for March will be for you. Libra, I already meditated on you. I got your energy signature, and let's read for you for March. Driving force. Ooh. Look at this card. The Four of Swords is a good card. Many people interpret this card as, oh, this is totally static, this is problems, this is swords. But remember, a card has an energy signature, and it can mean different things. And you know what I got here? I got here, building your fame, so you shall be cast in bronze one day. Building your fame, on the way to building your fame. And that takes a while. That's that a little bit long, static, maybe sleeping energy of this card, because good things take time. And if you want to have a statue cast in bronze for you one day, you just have to put in time and work and be patient, right? So this card may have the energy of you saying, okay, yeah, things are good, but why isn't it going faster? Why do I have to wait? I'm not so patient. Good things take time. It takes time, but then perhaps you've already been feeling, you've been feeling it. You've been feeling the energies opening up for you, the possibilities of the future, opening up, feeling the seed of greatness in you, right? So that's what this card is saying. And that seed of greatness, that spark, that special thing that you're feeling coming from the inside, that will drive you forward next month. In March, all right? So let's continue here. Let's continue, but this thing is annoying me. It's like I'm entangled in the shirt. Here we go. Okay. All right. So, sorry, let me just adjust this. Here we go. It's all very fluid, isn't it, Libra? We want one more card, because what I want to do is I want to cast a past life energy for you, a deep underlying force that will help catapult you forward. So, before we go forward, I'd like to go back a little bit, where do you come from? Where are we coming from? What's driving us? What's behind us? So we can move forward in an open way, all right? You've got to know where you come from. One card, please. Here we go. Okay. Again, that energy, that kind of goes with this a little bit. But this is a little bit more of, oh, yeah, the spark of greatness is there. I'm building my legacy, but things have seriously been too slow and not quite so smooth. Not quite so smooth, but that's okay too. There's always a little bit of resistance when you change your life and when you want to do something better. You have to overcome. I think I said that last time, your inner pig dog. You have to overcome that part that just doesn't want to change, that doesn't want to embrace those new positive habits that you're trying to make. It's like, it's a little hard. So this is like a little bit of resistance. So let's see how that plays into your past life energy or your deeper motivations or your deeper energies? How will that help you in March? Let's get one card for you, Libra. Here we go. Ah, spouse. Why does it not surprise me? You're all about love and relationships, Libra. You are the best version of yourself. You become the best version of yourself in a relationship. You know that, right? Let's get a vision for you. Wow, okay. I got a beautiful vision for you. Less a specific past life memory. What I felt was, I kind of saw in my mind, like, you know, that kundalini snake, that kind of medical snake that's wound together. I saw that as being you and your love, you and your soulmate, you and your twin flame, you and the one that you're together with right now in this lifetime. You know, weaving, and this theme weaving its way through your past lives. That it's so important for you to be in harmony with that other person, that to build your legacy for you, it's important to find the one who can support you, who can understand you, who can love you, who you can be in harmony with. I believe that twin flame soulmate is not like, I don't believe that there's two, you know, parts of a whole as a soul that have to come together forever and ever. No, our soul is unique and everlasting. And in the story, in the journey of our soul through the history of time, we encounter other souls that make us whole and complete in that point in time for a specific time. Maybe for several lifetimes, maybe for one lifetime, maybe for a second, that complete us because we are growing and changing. So our need for completion and how and who we can be completed with changes. So this is really beautiful. So for you to be open to embracing whoever comes your way that you need. That you don't have to stay with one person. You don't have to find that one soulmate for the ever and ever and ever. Some of you may have that twin flame soulmate who is accompanying you in this cycle of this lifetime, or in a cycle of maybe 5 lifetimes, or in a cycle of 2 years. So just be open. Be open always to something new and beautiful coming to complete you, and that will help you build your legacy, and that will make time go faster. So this, like the union, you in union and complete union and harmony, that's going to come in this month for you. It's going to come in this month with that spouse card. And it was all beautiful, pure energy, absolute beautiful, pure energy. And that shifting and changing of the soul that we need to be with at that time, that shifting and changing of needs, it's so important to understand that so we don't hold on to old energies or relationships that don't serve us anymore at this point in time. It's okay to release it and to let go. It's just those human, I think it's more like the society that tells us that we need to, you know, that be with one person our whole life and that's it. That's stuck in us, all right? Got to be fluid. So let's see, let's move forward here into your 3-card soul story, Libra. 3 cards. Okay. Whoa! Ho ho! I'm gonna let you see what I'm getting here. Libra, strong cards, strong messages. Look at this. Right off the bat, you're getting 3 major arcana. You're getting Temperance, the Tower reversed, and the Emperor upright. Remember, it's facing me. So this harmony, the beauty of harmony with another energy, with another soul, I think that's what's going to really create that feeling of completion throughout the whole month. This is not just the beginning, but I feel, yes. So harmony with your partner, harmony with yourself, your inner angel, harmony. Like I was saying, watch the Virgo video. There, I just kind of suddenly saw your soul as your own inner angel with Virgos, but it's like that for everybody. Connecting with your own inner angel, connecting with people around you who support you. This is support and harmony and alchemy. You know, this is a card of alchemy, hot and cold, two things coming together to create alchemy. So not trying to do it by yourself. That's the message. Don't try to do it all alone, because Libra, you're not made for that. Even if it's not love or a romantic partner, it's a friend. It's another person who inspires you. It's a group, right? That harmony arises when you work together with someone. Closely one-on-one, right? The Tower reversed. This is, I think this is you bypassing some sort of, what can I say? What can you say when you see the Tower, hey? I mean, this is a little bit of a disaster. This is something going boom. This is something coming into your life that you don't have that much control over, right? So this is you bypassing it. If you stay in harmony, if you stay in positivity, if you stay in your positive manifestation power, all right? This reversed, I see it a little bit like, you know, when a hurricane comes, we've had a lot of those disasters, and it comes to your town and everything is flattened but your house, you know, that kind of thing. Like you don't have control over the disaster, but you do have control over how it may affect you by your energy field, by doing your manifestation, by deciding that you have power over your life, right? So this may be like, you know, an economic breakdown. This may be like a loss of a job. This may be, you know, this is something happening where it's like, but it's reversed. So I think you can, you know, circumvent that. Circumvent it. And in the end, look at this. The Emperor, very, very strong energy. And I feel that this is also you. This is not another person over you. This is you. This is you really coming out so strong, so firm, so confident, and in control. Totally in control. So this is really good. And these are strong cards. 3 major arcana, very, very strong. So this, whatever it is, will absolutely make you stronger. You know, when something happens, that's a little difficult. It's like, wow, like we lose our job, or there's a breakup in a relationship, or, you know, there's some sort of tragedy. There's something, you know, your car gets stolen. I don't know. Anything like that that can make you go, wow, why is this happening? Right? If you are so strong and you can minimize that, you can kind of either minimize, circumvent, forego it, deal with it, then, you know, if you do that positively, then you can come out stronger. So, you know, these disasters can either like totally wreck our lives, or they make us stronger, you know? Like that saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So that's a little bit of this. So don't be freaked out when you see this card. It's like, okay, all right, things happen. Things happen, but I'm going to be so aware, so in the flow. I'm going to be in harmony. I'm going to be strong, and it's just going to make me just stand there and say, hey, yeah, I'm in control of my life. I'm in total control of my life, and I know what I want. I know who I am. So really, really strong. Strong cards. So let's see what's going on here in your career. In your career, or your schooling, your business, that which makes you the money, that which you manifest into the world. 3 cards for Libra. Here we go. Oh, they're coming fast. Oh, ho. Wow. All right. All right. You see, 2 cards which are very strong, and the third one reversed, very strong. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Now, the 5 of Pentacles, you see the Tower and Death reversed. Now, this month, I believe you might encounter some stuff going on, right? You might encounter some stuff going on. So this may have to do with some news or something regarding your job. Something that's going to change, that first of all, you might think, wow, oh my goodness, right? Because the 5 of Pentacles, I mean, you can't argue with that card. That 5 of Pentacles is a card of a little bit of a loss, a little bit of a situation that's difficult. Something where you feel, wow, okay, this is hard. I'm left out in the cold. You know, where's my stream of income? Where's my security? Where's my stability? So I see this as, if you really keep your balance and keep your harmony, this doesn't have to throw you off so much either. It does not have to throw you off. And sometimes seeing problems as opportunities can help you release them and overcome them, not getting stuck in a negative cycle. This is, the Death card reversed is like something's got to end, but maybe you don't want it to end and you're hanging on to it and getting yourself stuck in that negative cycle. So, you know, whatever that is here, it can be a big thing and a small thing. Like I say, for each one of you, the situation is very different. But as an example, you lose your job. You're so upset about it that you just can't believe what's going on. You're upset about it. And you get stuck. You get stuck in that drama. You get stuck and you think, what am I going to do? And you're so upset that you don't jump back on your feet and say, okay, maybe this job wasn't so great. It wasn't meant to be. There's something better waiting. And had I not lost this, had I not been sacked, so to say, I would never have found that better one around the corner. Maybe I was hanging on too long. So that's the case of this. So when something like this happens, you're like, okay, great. That is a message from me that something better is around the corner that I would have missed. Just as an example of what can happen. Page of Swords reversed here at the end. Still a little bit of resistance. Resistance going, things are a little bit difficult. Things are not how I want them to be, and kind of, you know, going into that mode of being a little bit bitter. And look at this. If you compare these ones, the Tower reversed and Death was reversed here. These two reversal cards, there is something going on here. And I think that it's really up to you how you come out of it, either like this, strong, or with this resistance going on. And this shows me that you might have the tendency to have a little bit of resistance. Now, for those of you where it's not so drastic, I feel that this is showing you that you have to pay attention to the results. For example, if you have a business or you're starting a business, what are the results you're getting? Maybe you're going in the wrong direction. If you're not getting good results in your business, in whatever, the new project, whatever it is you're trying to do, if you're not getting the good results, don't just keep going and going and going. There's no point pushing something that's not going to work. So pay attention. This is telling me as well, pay attention to some negative results, even if they're small. Like if you're launching a new product, or if you're starting a business and there's like no money coming in, there's resistance, you're feeling like, oh, no one wants to buy, no one is seeing me. There's too much, this is like too much resistance, too much problematic energy. If there's too much of that, don't just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, okay? You know, you have to, you know, it's a bit difficult sometimes when you start something. I get it, but if there's too much resistance, it's just not gonna work. It's like, okay, you have to do something different. Don't keep pushing this thing. You gotta stop it, make it end. Don't be rigid, right? This is what it's saying for you, for business or for something similar like that. And you getting really upset about it in the end, when after 1 week or 2 weeks of this, you could have started something new, ended it, course corrected, and started a different path. You know, already getting results in that course correction. Do you know what I mean? Does this make sense, Libra? So I'm just trying to see what's happening here, the different, for each one of you, the different possibilities of these cards. So the Tower card reversed, I feel, for those of you who are going the wrong way, for those of you who are starting something that's not going to work, you can circumvent a bigger disaster by just stopping and saying, no, I'm not going to push forward. I'm going to scrap that plan and do something different. You know, the earlier you realize that something's not working and you stop, the less the disaster will be, right? Let us move on. Let us talk about love now. I've got the rose quartz heart and the red rose. So this next row has to do with all matters regarding the heart, with love, romantic relationships, family relationships, anyone who's close to your heart, Libra, okay? So let's see. I want 3 cards for that row. Let's see how all this whole story will affect love for you in March. All right, let's go here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. A little bit of challenges all around for you, Libra. So let's see here. 5 of Swords. Ah, okay. All right. The 5 of Swords. Okay. When this card comes, you just got to be aware of the people around you in your life. You got to be aware of that balance. You got to be aware of what it is that you truly want, to not let others overpower you, or not give away your power, or just say yes, yes, yes to stay in harmony, okay? Temperance is a beautiful harmonizing card, but I know that you sometimes have the tendency to be so needing harmony that you pull the shorter one, right? That's you here. That's you walking away in the distance saying, okay, I've given up my needs, I've given up my opinion, you win, you win, I just want harmony, I don't want us to fight, right? And it's not even you saying that to the other person, it's you having the attitude, okay, I'll just kind of keep low key, keep on the down low, so the other person's feathers aren't ruffled, so that there's no conflict. Because this is a card of, this is a card of not open conflict necessarily, right? This is kind of the card after the conflict, or avoiding the conflict, all right? So don't be this, Libra. The harmony and you becoming the best version of yourself in a relationship is wonderful, but you can get caught up so much in that you just let others take advantage of you or take over, or you just don't say what you need. You don't voice what your part in the relationship is, what you want it to be, just to keep the harmony. You know what I mean, Libra? So there might be a little bit of that energy in the beginning of the month. Not for all of you. It's just be aware. Just be aware that you just don't throw down all your words and your needs represented by these swords, so that you're kind of like quiet in the background, so that this person, whoever it is, doesn't get upset. Doesn't have to be your partner. Who does this remind you of, Libra? Who does this remind you of if you're this person? Is this someone in your family? Is this someone you love, but who tends to be, a little overbearing, a little bit of a bully maybe, a little bit strong in their opinions, or maybe not even, maybe you just thinking they might do that if you voice too much of your opinions. Sometimes you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. A little bit of conflict can clear the air, and the other person might not be so, hard as you think they are. So it's keeping that balance, right? Keeping that balance of voicing your opinions, not making too much of things either. Having a little bit of conflict is okay if it clears the air, okay? Keeping that balance. And then here, you got a good one, Page of Wands. Oh, Libra. Maybe there is a very nice announcement coming your way during the middle of the month. Okay? A nice announcement. Or maybe you want to make the announcement. And this is positive. This is a positive announcement. This is a positive speaking up. This is a positive speaking from your heart, speaking your truth. Really good communication. So it looks like when these energies are happening, it's time to speak up and speak your truth, or maybe someone will speak up and speak their truth, but not badly, not badly. And maybe you, having made clear what it is that you want, will cause the other person to say, yeah, you're right. And look, I love you anyways. And you're totally right to say that. And let's talk. Let's be good together. And maybe that positive announcement, you know, when these cards come up, it can be an engagement, a marriage, a promise, someone saying, will you move in with me? You know, this is a very positive announcement, really, really positive. So that's really good. Now at the end of the month, regarding love and relationships, the Chariot reversed. You know, this month, Libra, there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on. I think you're in a good space to handle all this, but sometimes things come up that make you stronger. That's why the Emperor, sitting right on his throne in the middle of this whole spread, right at the end, starting with the harmony, ending with the empowerment, is really, really good. So all these things that are happening are, I feel it's a little bit of a test. A little bit of you really having to wake up to certain things in your life and make some changes here. Speak up, you know, become aware of what it is that you want, that you should do, what's going to work for you in business, in relationships, circumventing things that are coming your way, dealing with them in a good way, being very aware and balanced, being empowered. And the Chariot reversed then in the end here is just... I just got the message, you maybe being a little bit tired. You being just a little bit tired of all this and just going a little bit into resistance and having a little bit of a temper tantrum almost. Like at the end of the month, even though, you know, this is very positive, but I feel that it's important to just stay stable. This is someone who is very stable. This is someone who is right there, ready to do whatever needs to be done. And I feel that this is a little bit of instability. So you may be feeling a little bit unstable or unstable at the end of the month with all these ups and downs that are going on. And that might affect relationships, okay? Even though, you know, the relationship is actually moving very positively. But, you know, all these things happening with the Tower there, with, you know, these changes and these challenges that you need to look at in your career path, you might just feel a little bit frustrated, a little blocked, a little, it's just everything too much, and you might just stall. You might just say, oh, okay, I just need a little bit of a break. This is, everything has been too much this month. That's what I see with this. And so a little message that I got there, Libra, was when you can. And I mean, we have Mercury going retrograde, right, on the 23rd. So this whole scenario is a little bit in that direction. Mercury retrograde, that's the card of a Mercury retrograde, all right? Page of Swords reversed. So it could be that a little bit of that energy is affecting you, may want to affect you, but you know what to do. You just be prepared, be strong, and not let yourself be, you know, upset or thrown off balance by that. So what I was going to say with this card, you know, if the month, you know, is intense, maybe it would be really good for you to take just a little break, just get a weekend getaway, just take some time for yourself out of these intense relationship energies, taking time to look within yourself, to kind of physically just leave the area where you're normally at, and just take a break from everything. That's just what I'm getting with this card. Take a break, Libra. You need to take a break at the end of the month. If you can do it for a week, fine. Especially, you know, when Mercury is retro. If you are somewhere already where it's really peaceful, where there's nothing much going on, then nothing can really go wrong there, or shouldn't be able to go wrong much there. So in that time of the end of the month, maybe just take a break. That's what I'm getting here. By yourself. Okay. For the singles, just a little extra message. The middle of the month is very, very good. Okay. The middle of the month is very good if you want to meet someone new, if you want to ask someone on a date, if you want to open yourself up to putting yourself out there, going online, posting your profile saying, here I am, reaching out to someone who is interesting to you, the middle of the month. Okay, so the middle 2 weeks, more or less, of the month will be really good for that because of this here. I think that's the case. Definitely do it before the 23rd, right? Okay, so let's see. Let's continue here, Libra, for you. Let's get the last two cards as end messages, and then let's just like pull this whole thing together. Okay, give me two cards for Libra for the wrapping up of the month. Here we go. Okay, yeah. This is the test, Libra, and this is the test, a little bit of a test. Okay, doesn't have to be a hard test. Justice reversed, it's like you'll be tested a little bit. And you'd really have to be careful, right? Especially with this, I feel. You've got to be careful that you don't run yourself into a place where you can't win, right? Justice reversed, not being able to win. That's all I'm seeing. If you're smart, you can do that. If you can circumvent that and step into your power, then you'll be able to turn this one around. So let's do that for you. And this is just a general card, what I was seeing of being tested, of feeling a little bit that things are coming at you this month, feeling that you really have to stand your ground. This person is standing their ground. So that's what you've got to do, Libra, this month. You've got to stand your ground in all these things. Stand your ground, be aware. Stand your ground here specifically. Remember what I was saying about that. Knowing where to be flexible here in your business. And then at the end of the month, you know, after you've dealt with all this stuff, just getting away for a little bit to detox, okay? So there you go. I think March can be a very, very valuable month for you to get on the right track. Absolutely. With challenges, with tests, okay, but for you to really get on the right track and deal with stuff that's coming up, it's important. So you have to be really awake and aware with your eyes wide open. Eyes wide open, Libra, this month. No excuses. Okay? No sticking your head in the sand, no avoiding, no procrastinating. You got to be proactive. You got to be right on the ball this month, Libra, in March, right? And then it can be a very, very valuable month. I mean, imagine knowing what hasn't been working in your business and, you know, taking a different path that will lead you to success is huge. It's a really hard thing to do, I know. I've done so many different things in my life, you know, and like a lot of them just okay, they didn't work. And when I finally was so smart to just release that as early as possible, then a disaster didn't happen. I didn't waste too much money or time or energy on it, right? So that's really important. So, okay, one angel message for you. Dreams. Okay. Okay, one beautiful message at the end there. I know this sounded a little bit challenging, right? But this card is just saying your dreams, your visions, your motivation, your hopes, what it is that you want to achieve. Just keep yourself firmly concentrated on that. Keep those dreams firmly in front of you. And that will help lead the way. That will help you make the right decisions. That will help draw your heart towards what it is that you want. Okay? And also, you know that in the very beginning of March, we have that full moon. And for you, I believe it's in the 12th house, right? That full moon. And you know, it would be a really good time right in the beginning of the month to maybe do a little prayer or intention that your dreams will guide you this month. All right? A full moon is a really powerful time anyway to pay attention to your dreams or to manifest dreams. So why don't you do that as a last tip for you, Libra? Right in the beginning, I think it's the first or the second that we're having the full moon. I should have checked my data, but anyways. Why don't you just set that intention to bring forth a dream that will, I want to dream a dream that will guide me through this month to make the right decisions, to realize what it is I need to change, to help me realize what it is that I want in my relationships, how I can find harmony with other people together, how I can recognize who's good for me and who not, and release them and move towards the good ones. Like, do that right in the beginning of March. Prophetic dreams, dreams that help you. Do that and you'll be surprised. Remember, we're so powerful. We can pull anything to us that we want and that we put our attention to, so that might be a good thing. Now, the last thing is the little soul box. Here we go, the fire dragon. Don't know why, I think this is a fire dragon, right? You know this fire dragon. See? Is that a fire dragon or what? Right. That fire dragon brought a message for you. I forgot even what it was. Sometimes I write these things down, then I forget it immediately. Right. Focus within to know what you want from your relationships. Focus within to know what you want from your relationships. This card specifically. Your business relationships too, right? Relationships, what do you want? So that's that extra little message for you, Libra. Okay. I hope that's made sense. I hope it's helped you a little bit. I know a little challenging this was, but okay. But it's good to have challenges come to see what we need to look at in our lives to make it better. It's really good to do that. And this is one of those months for you, I think. March, Libra, okay? Thank you so much. Let me know what you think. If you want to work with me again, there's a link down there below the description box. And I wish you a lot of strength, a lot of motivation, and a lot of beautiful dreams in March. Ciao, Natasha, your Empress of Wands.